sorry I have not been coming up on the air for a while because of so many commitments and basically as a family man and the busy, super busy man, I am struggling to make out time to speak to you, my fellow ex-seminarians, my audience. You are so precious to me and very important to me in a way that you wouldn't understand because I can relate. I can relate to your situation in so many ways. Although our struggles, our our struggles might not be the same, and our circumstances might not be the same, but ultimately we are traveling towards the same direction, the direction of change of path in life, a change of orientation, and a change of career, put it that way, either by design or by choice. And a lot of us made that decision by choice, and a lot made that were not opportuned to make their own decision. So the decision was made for them, and they were not prepared for what follows. Today I want to talk to you about an important part of this process of finding yourself, finding your bearing, and finding your way in this secular world. I want to talk about the need, the importance of you not allowing your circumstance to bring you down. Do not allow the prevailing circumstances around you to the adverse circumstances to bring you down. Do not allow the fact that you are living a different life now, different from what you pictured for yourself, different from what you envisaged, different from what you planned from the beginning. And for some of you who made this choice of dropping off by their own volition, but what they are experiencing now, their circumstances now is far beyond what they ever dreamed about. I am telling you today not to allow whatever circumstances, however adverse they are, to bring you down. Yeah, as human beings, already now, as human beings, it is natural to feel deluded, to feel abandoned, to feel depressed sometimes when things don't work out the way we want. And I would imagine that some of us, ex-seminarians and religious, are feeling the bite of reality in different ways, either by the fact, either in one way or the other, the fact that they don't belong anywhere now, the fact that they realize that life is actually so hard, or the fact they realize that what they thought about life was different from what they are seeing now, or the fact that they were pushed out, just like a bus moving. a moving bus, and you were pushed out in the desert, nowhere, no man's land, at nowhere. You don't know where where to go from where you're left. Um, a lot of us, when we entered the seminary or religious institutions or congregations, we had this dream of becoming whatever in the ministry, and now the dream seemed to crash out. And for a lot of us, the news is so devastating that nothing seems to work anymore. Nothing seems to work. And it is, it is normal. It happens. Sometimes it happens. But it is very important that whatever you tell yourself, now you understand, and whatever you tell yourself in there is what rules your life. If you keep telling yourself that you are doomed, that you are dead, that your life your world is crushed, then it happens that way. Your world will be crushed. But if you tell yourself that, well, if one door closes, another one opens, then your life will turn out that way. There will be an opening somewhere, somehow, either by purpose, by design, or by choice. Something will open somewhere. But the moment you've lost hope, hope is the last thing in human being. Once you have lost it, you can lose everything in life. But if you still got hope, it will keep you going. But if you lose hope, that's the end of it. There's nothing anymore. Nothing. No medication, no motivational talk, no help, no assistance will revive you. You're done. It's done. Done and dusted. Your own is over. Your life is over. But if you have hope that this is my mentoring, that this time in my life, this stage in my life is my mentoring, it is going to pass. It will come to pass. It will give you that hope that tomorrow will be better. Things will happen. You don't know when. You don't know how. You don't know where. But it will. It will. Faith is not really a religious faith, but faith in things will be better. Your life will be better. Is hope. And that hope urges you on, pushes you on. It makes you feel every new day, every morning that maybe, it might be today, maybe, it could be, it might be. Who knows? Just leave it open. That's fact. Leave it open. Tomorrow, leave it open. Don't conclude yet. It is not over yet. Your life is not over yet. You don't know what tomorrow is going to be. I don't know if it has happened to you when you expected something, expected a result, something will happen, but it didn't. And rather something better than what you were expecting happened along the way. I don't know if it has happened to you, but it has happened to me. In my career life, I have done lots and lots of shit jobs in my life. After I left the seminary, I did a lot of so many dirty jobs. But I have hope that I will still get the type of job that I want. I will still build the life that I feel, I dream, I can do, I can build. I still hope. I hung on hope. And it kept me on. Even at the worst time of my life, when I thought that hope, that dream is dashed. When you are struggling to make a living, you're struggling to make a living, and you want to make the type of living you want to make, where you are at the moment is far away from the type of end you want to reach. And then let's say, let me give you a typical example. You are running late to work, to an activity, to whatever appointment it is. Maybe you've got 10 minutes, but this journey to your destination, to your appointment, to your job, to the church, to whatever meeting, whatever it is, the time it will take you from where you are to get there will be like 1 hour, but you got only 10-15 minutes to the time. And you are running to catch up on time. You are running and running to see if you can make it, at least if you can get there maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes late. At least you're making efforts to bridge the lapse. And then all of a sudden you get a call demanding your return or demanding your attention. Or maybe you had an accident that stopped you on your track, or you had something else that out of nowhere, bam! You don't have the time to meet up on time to where you're going, and then you are rushing, doing everything humanly possible to get there, to bridge the gap, and then out of nowhere, something out of nowhere, beyond your power, your control, just came and hit you, either physically, mentally, or emotionally, or whatever. And then you feel like, oh God, I was thinking that I'm going to at least bridge the time, but now there is no hope anymore. Now I am stuck. It happened to me. I was struggling to make a living, to create a life for myself. When my mates who started in time, they have covered a lot in their track. And then out of nowhere, pow, I got that. And I was destroyed. I was, and there was no hope. But then there was still some ray of hope. I was now, it helped me to put my priorities in order. The things that matter. There are so many things that I used to think that matter, but then they never mattered anymore to me. I used to think that, I needed to start a family, buy a house, build a house, have properties, all this flamboyant lifestyle and all that, all these achievements, milestones and all that. I wanted to have them. I was rushing. And then, number one, I started out my life in very late, after 17 years in the seminary. And then came out in my 30s and trying to, get something attached to my name. Anything. I had nothing. Then after 2-3 years of working endlessly to make a saving, to make a living, to at least buy a car, at least the least I can do, buy a car, or start paying for myself, paying for my expenses, start planning, trying to getting something attached to my, make savings, have some savings, to start up. And then this sickness that wanted to destroyed me out of nowhere, just got me bedridden. I had no, I had little hope. The small hope I had trying to meet up. And then this sickness came and gave me a deadly blow. I was bedridden. I was in the hospital for more than 9 months. Lost a lot. Not a lot of, I lost my savings, I lost my house, I lost the car, I lost everything I worked for those 3 years. Lost everything. But it never mattered to me anymore. What mattered to me was to get up from the bed, learn how to walk again, learn how to listen, to hear. Because I not only lost the physical things, the physical achievements, the money in the bank, the house property and all that, but I also lost some of me. My hearing. I lost my hearing. Could you imagine how, you're struggling to meet up, and then you have this massive sickness that reduced you a lot more, like a candle in the wind or a lantern in the wind. The wind is, the flame is struggling to survive, and then there was no kerosene anymore, no paraffin, no fuel, nothing. And then the flame would just die. It will just reduce, because you are no more battling with the flame is no more battling with the wind. That is a challenge, enough challenge for it to keep on. But there is no more source of power. The kerosene, the paraffin, the fuel, everything is gone. So what's the point? You are no longer the flame is no longer thinking about battling to stay up in the wind, but to get fuel, So that was me. I was struggling to get up from the bed. 9 months, 1 month, 1 year, I was still struggling to get up from the bed, sick bed. I started all over learning how to walk as an adult in 33 years. 33 years of age. You are learning how to walk. We're not talking about how to get a job now, or get married, or get kids or achievements, or no. But learning how to walk, how to listen to what people are saying, how to communicate. So it was like back to basics. But 10 years down the line, look at me. I have recovered everything. 10-fold, 100-fold, 1,000,000-fold. What kept me was hope. The hope. I lost faith. I lost love. Lost everything. The only thing that I never lost, that was just like a dying flame, was hope. I was hoping to get up from the bed. I not only got up from the bed, I not only started listening, I not only started walking, I started running. I got back to shape. And I regained everything I lost, 1,000,000-fold. So, my friend, do not allow adversity to bring you down. Hang on to hope. Move on. Tomorrow will be better. Hang on to hope. Believe in yourself. Take it easy. This will come to pass. If you believe that this will come to pass, it will come to pass. Don't hope on anybody. Believe in yourself. It will come to pass. Trust me. That's what I have for you today. Thank you. Bye bye.